What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? That was my greatest impression of Jeffree Star intro to his videos. I just thought it was suiting, so to speak, because it's another Jeffree Star video. You guys are probably like, another Jeffree Star video? Well, I love him. I'm obsessed with him, so get used to it. So, on a real note, I want to thank everybody because we have reached 100 subscribers. I know this is just a small milestone, but I got to celebrate the little things, right? So 100 subscribers, it's a big deal to me. Thank you to everybody out there who smashed that subscribe button. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a big thumbs up because I'm pretty. And yeah, let's get right into today's video. I know I've been gone all of last week. I got 3 wisdom teeth removed and I was in so much pain, but now I'm finally feeling back to myself. The pain is to a minimal and the swelling is down 100%. I no longer look like a puffer fish, y'all. I was like... So now that my face is back to normal, I'm ready to hop on camera. And in today's video, I'm going to be going through the Jeffree Star x Morphe collaboration with y'all. I'm going to be showing you the products that I bought, which was, of course, the palette, the 30 shade palette for $35, the 10 brush set that retails for $42, and the iconic Starberry Scent Setting Mist. I just want to quickly go through the products and then give you guys a light tutorial on this eyeshadow look. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'm going to be going through each product in the collaboration and I'm going to be reviewing the packaging, the component, and the actual products themselves. So first off, we have the 10 eye brushes plus the bag. Now, the packaging is flawless. I love me a good pink and iridescent moment. I think that the iridescent has a lot of pink in it and it's just very suiting. It really goes with the shade of pink really well. It's kind of hard to mess up a packaging, in my opinion, when it's pink because pink is like my favorite color. So of course I'm going to love it. So yeah, I really like the packaging. I really love this brush set. I don't think I'm going to use it for brushes. I think I'm going to use it for like lipsticks. But let's move on to the actual brushes themselves. Now the actual brushes themselves, full disclosure, I have used a couple of them. They are okay brushes. Some of them stand out more than others. I was really impressed with the eyebrow brush. The spoolie really like grabs every single hair. It's literally like a hairbrush for your eyebrows. So I was really impressed with the eyebrow brush. So I love that one. Another brush that really stood out was the JS12. It's like a little crease brush. On the packaging, it tells you the use of every single brush. Oops, sorry. I mean, some of these brushes are definitely not a necessity, as we will see once we go through to the tutorial. I do use these brushes, of course. The crease brush, I talk about it in the tutorial. Not a fan of the crease brush. This, the JS11, which is a blunt packer brush. When I tried to pack on a shadow with it, it literally took forever. Like I really had to build and build and build, and it could have been the pigment on the palette and it could have been the brush. I don't know, but I'm just really not impressed by it, really. I was really like shook to see an eyeliner brush in the set and not like a flat packing brush like the Morphe 124 brush. I was really surprised not to see a brush like this. Anyways, we have a bunch of blending brushes. As you can see here, these are the ones that I have played with, and when I did use them, I noticed that it's kind of hard to control. Like, as if you could look really closely, you see that a lot of the hairs are like out of place, and that kind of gives me like cheap vibes. But then again, it was only $42 for 10 brushes, which is like $4 a brush. You can't really complain about the quality of something when it's so cheap, dare I say, kind of cheap. So the brushes, absolutely not a necessity. I could have achieved this eye look and can achieve many other eye looks using the brushes that I already have. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and move on to the actual palette itself. And here it is in all of its glory. I love how it matches the packaging of the brush set. So there are 30 fabulous shades in this palette that are retailing at $35. So almost a buck and some change a shade. And here we go. So right off the bat, I'm going to do it this way because of the mirror. So right off the bat, I noticed that there's like a lot of pink and greens going on. And not only are there a lot of pink and greens, there's a lot of shades that are very, very similar in tone. For example, we have Channel right here and we have Mr. Diva right here. They're very identical. This one's just a little bit warmer than this one. And these 3 pink shades right here in the middle, we have Calabasas, Pink Fleet, and Self-Made. When I used these shades, because I have played with the palette prior to making this video, they were extremely difficult to decipher from one another when I was blending them. They were so similar in shade, it just looked like a big pile of pink on my eyelid, and I did not like that at all. So I was really disappointed in those shades. But Self-Made on its own is a super vibrant, super loud pink shade. It is really easy to blend. I really love that shade. Just one thing to note, if you have sensitive eyes, it does stain your eyelids after you take it off with like a wet wipey or something. It does stain your eyelids and stay for a couple of hours afterwards. So if you have sensitive eyes, that's something to look out for. Moving on, all three of these shimmer shades are pretty similar as well. That's something that I'm not too happy about either. Jeffree and Morphe both could have definitely spiced this palette up a lot more. It could have been a lot better. A lot of these shades are very similar to each other. And I was doing my research on the palette, and Jeffree decided to do a collaboration even though he's his own company, because he wanted to put out a palette for the everyday consumer, something that the everyday consumer could afford, because the JSC palettes, they're more luxurious, their formula is way thicker, way creamier, and it's more expensive. So this palette was $35. An average Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette ranges from like $65 to $70. So that's just something to take note of. It might be lesser quality because of the price range. And as you can see here, my and back are very similar in shades as well. This one's just a little bit lighter. So as a whole, there are some shades that I've never seen before. For example, Nate, and I've never seen the shade Vroom Vroom. I've never seen a silver shimmer shade like this one. It's called Custom Rims. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys. This is what it looks like on my fingers. Super pigmented. So all the shimmer shades really come to play on this palette, and I absolutely love two. It's a pink shimmer shade. Super cute. Let's see if you could see that. It's really cute. So the shimmer shades on this palette, if this was like a whole palette of just shimmer shades, I would give it a 10 out of 10 and be like, you need to buy this palette. It's a must. But of course it's not, and a lot of the shimmer shades are very similar to each other. A lot of the shades on the actual palette itself are very similar to each other. So as a whole, I don't think that this palette is a must. Unless you really love greens, then I recommend you get it, because I've never seen that shade Nate before ever. And when you put it on, you do have to build it, because like I said, I have played with the palette already. You do have to build it up in color. It doesn't just swatch like that right off of the brush, you know, right off the pan. It doesn't look like that. You have to build up to get to that color. So those are the few shades that I really wanted to touch base on. Yeah, this palette is definitely not a do or die. You don't need this palette or you're gonna die. But it was a really cool to see Jeffree Star collaborate with another company. I never thought I would see that before, so he did that, and of course I had to get a piece of it. So last but definitely not least, the iconic Starberry Setting Mist. Now, I have not set my face yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. You guys are probably like, you probably cracked, y'all crusty, haven't set your face yet. Well, I wanted to save the best for last. It smells really fresh. It reminds me of like elementary school. So if you haven't tried the Morphe Setting Mist, I live by it. This is what that was supposed to be, but with a Jeffree Star twist on it. This is freaking iconic, and I love it. It smells really good. It smells like strawberries. If you don't like strawberries, I guess this isn't the setting spray for you. But on a real note, on a beauty guru side of everything, this setting mist is really great. Even like the regular Morphe setting mist, but we're not talking about that one right now. We're talking about Jeffree Star setting mist. So this is one of the most amazing setting sprays, because it's not one of those pumps. It's a mist. So when you spray it, you don't get big old globs of water on your face and ruin your look that you probably spent hours on if you're like me. So that's something that I really, really love about the setting spray. I don't even want to use this one because it's so freaking iconic, and I can't get over it, and I don't want to run out of it because I don't know if they're going to continue making it. So yeah, now I understand that I probably look extremely crazy right now because I only have eyebrows on and my eyelids are nice and primed. But it's okay, because we're going to go ahead and get right into the eyeshadow. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm going to keep it beginner friendly in case any of y'all at home want to follow along. I'm going to go ahead and grab the brushes that we will be using. So for the first step, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. But for that step, there isn't a brush that is appropriate for this step in the set. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my own brushes. It's my Luxie brush with the shade Lynn. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. So this look that I'm going to be doing today, it's going to be like, next I'm going to go ahead and grab the JS6 brush. So next we're going to go ahead and get the shade, use the shade Mr. Diva, a really cool like orange color. And I'm going to go ahead and just go right underneath the brow bone with the shade and blend it. So the brushes are pretty good, but sometimes I feel like I don't have too much control over them. I kind of feel like they have a mind of their own, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense at all, which I highly doubt. But it's just like weird. They're really weird shape too, and I think the brushes could have been a lot bigger. Okay, so just like really simple like that. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the JS9, which is a fluffer crease brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab Boss Angela's, which is one of my favorite colors in this palette. It's like a burgundy color, and I love the name. First of all, the name Boss Angela's is a really clever and creative name. Second of all, the pigment is just, it's just a really gorgeous pigment. And I'm gonna put this all in the crease and blend. Kind of having a hard time blending this one out, but it is a really nice burgundy color. It's definitely perfect for the fall, so I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of looks, maybe even this look a lot in the next coming months. It's a really perfect fall color. This color literally reminds me of like Thanksgiving and Halloween. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab that JS6 brush again, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the shade Mr. Diva once again. I'm going to blend out any harsh lines. Okay, now that it's all blended out, I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease off camera, and I will be right back with the next step. So I just did a basic cut crease, nothing too crazy. The brush does its job, but it's just personally not my favorite cut crease brush. But I mean, in case I lose any of my other ones, I guess I have a backup brush. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and set the cut crease using the shade Lynn once again. And another thing that I'm disappointed about is there is no flat brushes in the set either. For as many shimmer shadows as there should definitely be a brush like this. That's not a cut crease brush. It's just a flat brush to pack on shimmer shades or to set your cut crease. So yeah, for as many shimmer shades as there are in this palette, I was a little disappointed that there were no flat brushes like this one. So I'm going to grab a Morphe brush, keep it on brand, a Morphe M124 brush, and I'm going to set the fresh cut crease. I will say that the shade Lynn is really good for setting a cut crease and for highlighting the brow bone, so I really do like that shade. Next, we're going to go ahead and use this shimmer shade, which is one of my favorite names I've ever seen on a palette in makeup history. It's called Dog Mom, and if you know me, I am literally obsessed with my dogs, so this is a really cute name for the shade. It's kind of like an orange shimmer shade, and since we're doing like fall type colors, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this. And it is super sparkly. Super sparkly. It's really consistent. Like, I know that a lot of shimmer shades, they're not very consistent, but this one is super consistent. And by consistent, I mean like every single swatch has like the same amount of sparkle as the last. And that's something that I love to see in a shimmer shade, because it's really annoying when I like cut my crease and go through all that, and then I get to the shimmer shade and it's kind of like a dud. So I'm really impressed with this shimmer shade. I have played with a couple other of the shimmer shades in this palette, and I could say that they're all really consistent and they're all really, really good and pigmented. Okay, so that's it for Dog Mom, and now we're going to go ahead and grab that JS9 brush once again and go back in with the shade Los Angeles just to blend out that fresh cut crease in the corner. You can take it a little higher if you want to, get a little crazy with it. So now that our eye look is almost complete, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes and complete the full face of makeup so we can get the full effect like always, and I'll be right back. So that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite part of the collaboration was, what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Adios!